Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2, the potential reveal in October, and what could be within that reveal as well, if any new games are going to be shown and whatnot. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has been a hot topic lately, from new rumors to new leaks to photos to even some reveal dates as well, but I think if there's one thing that people really want to see is the Nintendo Switch reveal this month in October. And that's for a couple reasons. The first reason really is because of the original Nintendo Switch. That's why a lot of people think that it's going to be in October. The original Nintendo Switch was revealed in October. If there's one thing that you can count on from Nintendo, it's that repeating something that works really well for their system. So when it comes to Nintendo Directs or how they're going about the Nintendo Switch special editions, the timing of game-specific Nintendo Directs as well, you can count on those for bigger games. If it works for Nintendo, Nintendo's going to do it and they're going to keep on doing it. This is why up until recently Nintendo Directs were very predictable. We usually got them in September, we usually got a February Nintendo Direct, we usually got a June Nintendo Direct, and so on. And of course, in between those, we would have the Pokemon Directs and the Nintendo Switch game focused Directs as well. But now that we're in that time when the Nintendo Switch 2 is supposedly supposed to be coming out sometime between now and March/April, according to the rumors, things have changed a bit, and the original Nintendo Switch gives us an idea on when we could see the reveal of the Switch 2. The original Nintendo Switch was revealed on October 20th, and then it was released on March 3rd, just 5 months or so after that. So one would think, okay, maybe that's where the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal is going to be. It's going to be this month, which would be really crazy in my opinion. I mean, I would be really excited if it was revealed this October. But interestingly enough, that's not the only pattern that we can tell aside from Nintendo Directs when it comes to Nintendo systems. Like I said, Nintendo is pretty predictable when it comes to their events and what they're going to be doing and what their marketing plan is. Unless something messes up their plans, of course, like the pandemic or maybe the Nintendo Switch 2. Which is why I think we didn't get a September Nintendo Direct, because I think they're going to have that in October. Just like the original Nintendo Switch, but the OG Nintendo Switch isn't the only one that had a 5-month wait. So when thinking about Nintendo patterns and how you can basically guess what Nintendo's gonna do based off what they've done in the past, which I kind of dubbed the Nintendo momentum, I was extremely curious on when the Nintendo Wii U was revealed. So the Wii U was revealed at E3 on June 7th. And it later came out on November 18th, 5 months. And that opened up the question to myself, well, what happens when you look at the Wii? Does Nintendo have a specific timeline for the reveal to release of their consoles? And the findings on that was that the Wii was revealed on April 2006 and later was revealed on November 19th. And that is a 7-month difference. So while that is a little bit longer, you can definitely tell that Nintendo has a specific timeline that they like to keep to when it comes to the reveal of the console and the release of the console. And even if you go all the way back to the GameCube, it was revealed at E3 2001, which was in May, according to my Googling anyways, and it was released on September 14th in Japan. North America was November 18th, Europe was May 3rd. It was different in different places, but it's about 5 to 7 months. So from the Wii U to the GameCube to the Nintendo Switch, it's been about 5 to 7 months from the reveal to the release. And like I said, Nintendo can get pretty predictable when it comes to something that works. Although interestingly here, I don't know if you could say that it works for the GameCube or the Wii U considering how they turned out. I love the systems themselves, but let's be honest, they didn't really sell too well. But you can definitely tell there's a pattern for the reveal and the release for Nintendo Switch consoles. So how does this help us with the Nintendo Switch 2? Specifically when the reveal is? Well, this is what Nintendo themselves said. This is Furukawa, president of Nintendo. We will make an announcement about the successor to Nintendo Switch within this fiscal year. It will have been over 9 years since we announced the existence of Nintendo Switch back in March of 2015. And then they talk about the Nintendo Direct that was later announced during that time. Now the key thing here in this quote is fiscal year. When does that end? Well, that ends in March. So if we take that 5 to 7 month time span, you can pretty much guess that more than likely, especially now that Nintendo is doing what works, the Nintendo momentum like I said, I don't see why they wouldn't do it in October again and then release it in March. Now that's not the only reason why I think there's going to be a Nintendo Switch 2 reveal this month. Another reason is that there are rumors that there's going to be one this month. I think it was October 10th if I recall correctly. And if that does happen, the big question is, when will Nintendo announce this Nintendo Direct and what will be in that Nintendo Direct? Because you have to wonder, will Nintendo reveal any more Nintendo Switch games within that Nintendo Direct when they reveal the Nintendo Switch 2? One of Nintendo's biggest things that they have to do with the Nintendo Switch 2, especially when they're first revealing it, is not confuse customers like they did with the Wii U. People were pretty confused when it came to the Nintendo Wii U. They didn't know if it was an add-on to the Wii, Wii. They really didn't give a clear reason why you should be interested in this console. Again, I love the console, but I think Nintendo kind of mishandled the marketing side of the Nintendo Wii U among other things, other than marketing too. But they need to make clear on why you should be buying the Nintendo Switch 2. So that means they need to show the difference in power of the original Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. They need to make it clear that yes, we're going to be still supporting both platforms as well, if that's what they're going to do, which I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. Almost messed up my words there. Another thing I think they should be showing off in this Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is, of course, backwards compatibility. If they're going to have backwards compatibility, just like the rumors say, they need to show that off as well, so people who are interested in the Nintendo Switch 2 but maybe don't want to go on a whole new platform can know that they can take their Nintendo Switch games with them on the Nintendo Switch 2. Another thing, which they've already stated this in the investor meeting, I forgot which year it was, but they said that they're going to make it very easy for people to transfer from their original Nintendo Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2, and part of that is keeping their Nintendo Switch online service accounts. So in my opinion, in that trailer, I think they're going to be showing that off as well on how you do and how easy it is. So those are just a couple of things that I think Nintendo could do in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, other than games, of course, and that's what we're going to talk about now. Is Nintendo going to be showing off any games? Well, typically what Nintendo likes to do, especially during the Nintendo Switch's lifetime, is give us games to look forward to every 6 months. Every 6 months we get a Nintendo Direct, and that will cover more of the following months, consistently giving us games, whether it be first party, third party, or maybe just some kind of indie games. That's what Indie World is for. Speaking of Directs, where is the Pokemon Direct? I'm surprised we haven't got a Pokemon Direct yet. Well, if we want to answer that question about the Pokemon Direct, I am still wondering when the Pokemon Direct is, but specifically if Nintendo is going to be showing any new Nintendo Switch games, we basically got to look at the release schedule of Nintendo. And quite honestly, there are some games that are releasing in the coming months for the Nintendo Switch. Mario Luigi Brothership, of course, I'm really excited for that game. I can't wait to get my hands on that. There's of course Super Mario Party Jamboree. A lot of people are really excited for that game, so I might actually check it out as well. I usually skip Mario Party games, usually anyways, so maybe I'll give it a chance this time. But Mario Luigi Brothership comes out next month. This month, Super Mario Party Jamboree is also going to be releasing. Those are two fairly sizable games, I would say, and also next month, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake is also releasing, so that's also within that month with Mario Brothership, or Mario Luigi Brothership. I don't know why I called it Mario Brothership. And we also do have Donkey Kong in January as well. Surprisingly, December is pretty light for the Nintendo Switch. So as you can tell, as we get closer to 2025, that January time, things are getting a bit light on releases. After that, we don't really know too much. After January, there's February, and then there's March. And by then, the Nintendo Switch 2 should have been revealed by then. So here's my thinking. I think what Nintendo is going to do is going to set up new Nintendo Switch games. Since they're already revealing the Nintendo Switch 2 anyways, they might as well set up some games that are going to be coming over the course of the months. So if we do get that October reveal, I have a feeling that's going to flash out the next 6 months like they usually do. That's what the September Nintendo Direct was supposed to be for, and that's what it usually is for. So I think during this Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, I think they're going to flesh out the next 6 months, and some of those games are going to be leading up to that March release date for the Nintendo Switch 2. And also, early prediction here, I think sometime between March and now, we're gonna get a Metroid Prime 4 Nintendo Direct. I personally think we're gonna get one. We usually do get them for big games, and obviously Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be a pretty big game for the Nintendo Switch. I personally think it's gonna be a launch game for the Switch. So showing that off, just like Tears of the Kingdom and other big Nintendo Switch games, like Animal Crossing New Horizon had a whole bunch of Nintendo Directs if I recall, is probably gonna happen, and that is just my guess. Now of course this is all crazy kooky me looking into things on this video, but who knows, maybe there is something to that pattern with the console releases. Maybe Nintendo's gonna do a 5 to 7 month again. Maybe it's gonna be 5 months. Or maybe Nintendo's just gonna be Nintendo and flip the script completely like they like to do sometimes. I don't know, we'll see. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.